Hi, I'm Eric Tuzel, and this is my video commentary on the weekly email I send out to people. And if you haven't seen that email, you can subscribe on my website. The links is available. You can see them here. You can also listen further, and what I do in these emails and videos is comment on the things we can do to improve our effectiveness, better results, take better action, manage and lead better. But if you need to develop a business strategy and a life strategy, because all these tips and tools and techniques I'm talking about will help improve that, go to my website and look at the resources that will get you going on that for free. Now, last time I asked about feeding the bad or the good dog, and the analogy was if you have two dogs and you don't feed the one and you feed the other, the one you don't feed will die if you keep on doing that. And I don't mean that you must literally do that for goodness sake, but the question today is, what do we feed ourselves? As we are the good dogs, we want to improve ourselves. What do you feed yourself? Now, one thing I want you to remember today is positive self-talk. That is it. But why does it work? Why does affirmations work? If you state them in the present sense, if you repeat them loudly every day, let's say 10 times, why do they work? I'll get to that. But I challenge you to do this every day. And if you do not know what one to start with the one that Susan Jeffers uses. And I'll talk more about this a bit later. I am a strong and worthy person. Not I want to be, but I am. State in a positive way the outcome you visualize. Remind yourself also that you live in an era, this era, of unprecedented luxury and opportunity to compare to any previous ones. Then get really practical and measure the key actions and the results that will ensure success, and do it daily. Now, on personal performance, you can really enhance that with positive self-talk or affirmations. And Susan Jeffers wrote a book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. A very good book to read and have a look at. And she's not the only person who's ever discussed this, affirmations. But what I want to challenge you with is a little demonstration she uses in her presentation, or used, because she's sadly passed away. The one is, I am a strong and worthy person, which I just told you about. And the other one is, I am a weak and unworthy person, the opposite. And you say each one 10 times. So you say the first one, I am a strong and worthy person, 10 times. Then you lift your arm and you get someone to depress it, or you get someone else to do it, and do it with different people, and see what force you need. And then you do the opposite. You say, I'm a weak and unworthy person, and you repeat that 10 times. Now, your logic says, well, I know what I'm doing. This is not going to have any effect. You put your arm up, let someone depress it, and you will see the difference. I did this with my wife before I did it with anyone else, because we weren't sure whether this is really working. And it's amazing. But psychologically, it actually is absolutely fundamentally true and based on good psychological research. What we say in our mouths goes to our minds and becomes manifest in our bodies. It works. These things are not parlor tricks. They are based on very, very sound psychology. Now, the people don't discuss the psychology, but you can go and read up much more. What we say is truly what we get. Remember that. And the next thing I want to challenge you with is appreciate the wonderful world we live in. You and I. Yes, there's many people who do not live in this wonderful world, who is much more poor. But we now have indoor plumbing and sewage. People have smartphones they can connect with one another. Not so long ago, the toilets was outside. I actually remember that when I was very, very small. I won't go into the details. People did not wash their clothes that regularly, and they used scented handkerchiefs to keep the smells away of raw sewage and other people. Piped water was unheard of, and it came through lead pipes when it started coming available. Now we can have a hot shower every day. So let's appreciate the simple luxuries of life that we have. Savor the good life. Appreciate the miracles of piped water, heated water. Sewage disappears and doesn't smell. Now, on business performance, should you measure results or action? Well, both. That's fairly obvious. But the key thing is that you do it regularly. And I would challenge you to find the key results, the key areas in your business. And that's probably more important. And do it on a daily basis. Now, the reason I say this is it works. There's much written about it. But an example I've seen in my own situation was the CEO of a freight forwarding company that I spoke to years ago. Started in a garage and built it up to a very large company, multi-million-dollar company. I asked him what he did and how he did it, and we just had a conversation. And one of the things that struck me is that every morning he would talk to his salespeople, and every evening he would talk about what happened that day and what results they got. Every day. I actually challenged him on that, not totally seriously, because I had inkling on why he was doing this. So you're the CEO, why not delegate? Why not have your sales managers and your other management team do this? And it came down to these were the critical things. This is the critically important areas in his business that had to be done well and where he had to succeed. And that he does and did every day. So what is your daily actions? What will ensure your success? That will create profit for you? That will improve your life? Measure that. Measure it every day if necessary. Now, the other thing I want to challenge you with is that people are important to business. I always say this, and I want to repeat this from the previous one. Don't forget to find something that someone has done good. Catch them doing something good, not something bad. They are the people that breathe life into your business. So breathe life into them by finding something good about what they did and complimenting them. Now, this is not just to improve yourself, these tips. You can use these tips about positivity, raising your arm, positive self-affirmations with your people and the people you work with. Now, that is the crux of my newsletter. The only thing is, as I said, the tips and techniques I mentioned in this newsletter can be used to enhance and improve your business strategy or even your life. If you do not have a clear business strategy, or you want to review it, or you don't have a life strategy, or you want to review it, have a look at my website. There are some resources there that's for free where you can start with. These newsletters don't develop the strategy, they give you tips and techniques within that will help you improve, enhance, and become more effective in how you manage and lead yourself and others. With that, I wish you all the success in your business, but more importantly in your life. See you next time.